friends, it's Jennifer at the Lamb Library, and welcome to Storytime. I'm glad you could join me today. Let's start by waving and singing hello to all our friends. Hello, my friends, hello. Hello, my friends, hello. Hello, my friends, it's Storytime. Hello, my friends, hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends, it's story time. We wave and sing hello. Now let's clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends, it's story time. We clap and sing hello. All right, and today we have a special story time. This week is World Folktales and Fables Week. So we have some special stories. Now, folk tales and fables are stories that have been around for hundreds of years, and they've been told and retold, and they tend to change over time. And some of them you probably know, and some of them you might not have heard before, and sometimes we like to give them a new twist, and that's what I'm going to do today. The story we'll read in a little bit is based on a traditional story you all know well, I'm sure, but it has a modern twist and has made a few changes. And folktales and fables are usually used to either explain things how things work in the world, or how things may have happened or come to be, or sometimes they have a message or a lesson or a warning. So we will get to our story in just a minute, and we'll see if you can guess what story it's based on and what the message of that story is. All right, first, since our story later is going to be a little bit longer, we're going to have just one story today, so we'll do a few extra songs. So let's start with some of our traditional nursery rhymes. How about, since we are at the Lamb Library, I think we have to do Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? So are you ready? And sing along with me. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. And then it followed her to school one day. Followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. Followed her to school one day, though that was against the rules. Now, if a lamb came to your school, what would you think? Would you think it was funny? And that's what the children did. They laughed and played. All the children laughed and played, laughed and played, laughed and played. All the children laughed and played to see a lamb at school. All right, and that was a good song to sing. And how about London Bridges? That was one that we all know. So, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. All right, are we ready to get to our story now? If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, a folktale story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're ready for a story, a folktale story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, say shh. If you're ready for a story, say shh. If you're ready for a story, a folktale story, if you're ready for a story, say shh. All right, friends, are all my friends either sitting crisscross applesauce, or maybe sitting in your grown-up's lap or next to your grown-up? Do we have our ears ready to listen? And our eyes up front, looking on Miss Jennifer and on the book. All right. So remember, try to see if you can tell what traditional folk tale this retelling is based on. And this is a modern version of a very old traditional folk tale. And it is called Federico and the Wolf. And the story was written by Rebecca Gomez, and the pictures were done by Elisa Chavari. And we have the publishers, Clarion Books, and Houghton, Mifflin, and Harcourt Publishers to thank for letting me share this with you. So Federico and the Wolf. Do you have any guesses yet? All right. You can always put them in the comment and we'll see who can guess first. All right. Once upon a modern time, a boy named Federico left to buy ingredients to make the perfect pico. And pico is short for pico de gallo, which is a mixture of tomatoes, onions, peppers. It's kind of like salsa. Cuidado, called his mama, that means be careful, as he pedaled towards the shops. Mind Abuelo's grocery list and don't make any other stops. Past the buildings, cars, and cabs, young Federico scurried until he reached the marketplace where people browsed unhurried. He's going shopping to get things for his grandfather. He filled the basket on his bike with romas, it's a kind of tomato, herbs and limes, jalapenos, onions, and a peck of Anaheims. That's another kind of pepper. He added garlic, pickles, and bread and other market goods, then pedaled through the city park and deep into the woods. The woods. Do you think that might be where he runs into a little trouble? Let's see. A fallen branch blocked his path as Rico stopped his ride. With steady force, he pushed and budged the barrier aside. Hola, called un lobo. Lobo is the wolf. Catching Rico unaware. I see you've packed a hefty lunch. You got some grub to spare? So the wolf is hungry. But I don't think this is the kind of food wolves usually eat, do you? Sorry, Lobo, Rico said. I must be on my way. I have to be at Grandpa's shop by 12 o'clock today. Federico grabbed his bike and left the wolf behind. But little did he know, the wolf had other plans in mind. Uh-oh, what's the wolf up to? Let's see. La Tienda, the store, was deserted. Rico listened, not a sound. The sign said closed. And what were those? Some, paw prints on the ground. What could that mean? Federico peeked inside, alarmed by what he saw. A figure waved him over with a large and hairy paw. Abuelo? That means grandfather, whispered Federico, pulling off his hood. Yes, it's me, but I can't see. Come closer if you would. I think you need a shave. Your beard has grown so thick. You think so, said El Lobo. Steady grooming does the trick. So is that Federico's grandfather? No, that's the wolf pretending to be his grandfather. Your arms have gotten grande. My new workouts made me strong. New dentures too? Asked Rico. They help me chew because they're sharp and long. By now the wolf was drooling. All this chatter's getting old. I'm hungry, bub. I need some grub before I pass out cold. Okay, said Rico, let me see. I brought your favorite treats. Whole grain bread, a cabbage head, a jar of pickled beets. Do you think that's what the wolf wants to eat? I don't think so. El Lobo's nose began to twitch. Mi niño, here's the deal. Set those yucky things aside, and I'll make you my meal. Oh no, he wants to eat Federico. He bounded from La Silla with a grunting, growling shout, but Rico tossed some chili powder straight into his snout. That was quick thinking, wasn't it? There was some spicy chili pepper in the wolf's snout. The wolf inhaled. He sniffed. He snuffed. He itched. He twitched. He wheezed. He tried to wipe his drippy nose, but then, achoo! He sneezed. Federico ducked and dashed and rummaged through his sack. Not so fast, you tasty tyke, I haven't had my snack. But Rico quickly plotted. When the wolf's mouth opened wide, he grabbed un habanero, very spicy pepper, and jammed it inside. El Lobo gulped. He gagged and coughed. His ojos blazed bright red. Steam puffed out his ears. He said, I need to dunk my head. The pepper was way too spicy for the wolf. He hurtled through La Puerta, the door, with a shrieking, gasping scream and dashed as far as he could go towards the distant stream. It was way too spicy. Ayuda, that means help, cried Abuelo from inside a bolted box. Aha! The wolf had locked him in there. Rico found him safe and snug in just his shorts and socks, because the wolf took his clothes to pretend to be him. Gracias, he scrambled out with shouts of pride and joy. I thought that wolf would do us in, but you prevailed, my boy. Federico was a quick thinker, wasn't he? They cleaned the mess, and Gramps got dressed, then shared a bit of lunch. How about we make a sauce that's packed a special punch? They chopped and diced and used lots of spice and simmered sauce all night, then bottled their concoction, Wolf's Bane salsa with extra bite. So I think that's extra spicy salsa. So the story ended happily. And here at the end, we have a recipe for pico. So 1/2 of small onion chopped, 1 small jalapeno seeded and finely chopped, 4 Roma tomatoes diced, 1 garlic clove minced, a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of lime or lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro. So if you check this book out, you have a recipe and you can try your own pico at home. And you can always adjust the amount of spice to suit your taste. Now, did you notice some of the words in our story were in Spanish? So some of the words we had were cuidado, which means be careful, abuelo, which means grandfather, lobo was the wolf, tienda is the shop, grande means big, mi niño, my boy, la silla was chair, un habanero is a small, very spicy pepper, as the wolf found out, la puerta is the door, ayuda means help, and gracias means thank you. Now, and look at the bright illustrations on the end papers. Now this, do you have a guess now as to what traditional folktale this was based on? That's right. It is based on Little Red Riding Hood. Now, what were some of the things that were different in this version? Well, instead of a little girl, we had a boy. And instead of being set a long time ago, it was set in modern times. And instead of taking food to grandma, he was taking food to his grandpa. But he still ran into a wolf, and in the end, they outsmarted the wolf, didn't he? So this is a lot of fun. We have lots of other folk tales at the library. We have some of the old traditional versions, like the gigantic turnip. There are several versions of this one. Then we have some nice collections, like these by Mary Engelbreit, that have several different nursery rhymes, folk tales, and fairy tales all in the same book. And we have a couple of different ones of these. Now, if you're looking for retellings that have a different twist, we have lots of those, and they can be a lot of fun, like Goldilocks and the 3 dinosaurs instead of the 3 bears. And then we have the story of the 3 little pigs, but this time it is told from the wolf's point of view, and he sees things quite a bit differently. So this is a fun one to check out. And here we have another one that is told from a different point of view. It's called Trust Me, Jack's Beanstalk Stinks. And it is told from the giant's point of view. And again, he sees things very differently. So these can be a lot of fun to see fairy tales and folk tales interpreted from a different point of view. And here's another one with a very modern setting, Interstellar Cinderella. So, and we have lots more of those as well as more traditional ones. So come by the library and we'll be happy to help you pick some out. And don't forget to stop by to pick up some of our kits to go. We have several different ones for different ages available. So you can always stop by or give us a call and we'll let you know which ones we have and you can pick them up. And the library is open to the public. You can come in for up to 2 hours of computer use, browsing for books, whatever you'd like to do. We just ask that you're still required to wear a mask in the library and maintain social distancing, but we hope you'll stop by and see us. And that is our story time for today. So join me with our goodbye song. The story time is over, wave goodbye. Story time is over, wave goodbye. Story time is done, and I hope that you had fun. Story time is over, wave goodbye. So I hope we'll see you back next week, again, Wednesday at 10:30. We broadcast live, but you can always watch it anytime after that at your convenience. And next week we will have stories featuring crayons and colors for National Crayon Day. So hope to see you then. Goodbye and have a great day.